Okay.
Hey guys, and welcome to Tnashi's Movie Corner, and we are doing another matchup in the animated movie tournament. So for this matchup, we will be doing Atlantis versus Cowboy Bebop. Atlantis: The Lost Empire. And in order to decide the outcome of this matchup, we go based upon plot, main character, side characters, songs, humor, villain / antagonist, cast, romance, action, themes, and memorability. So let's go ahead and jump right in here. And for our plot, we gave that one to Cowboy Bebop. Really close on deciding what it is, or which one has the better plot. It was actually really difficult. They both have really good plots. Cowboy Bebop is a little more focused. Atlantis is a little more laid back, and so ultimately we gave it to Cowboy Bebop. Although I do tend to like the laid back approach that Atlantis has, but you know, again, personal preference aside, we try to be subjective about it, and it was agreed that the plot was better for Cowboy Bebop because it was more direct and it was more throughout the entire film. For a main character, we gave that one to Atlantis for Milo. His character's more developed than you get for Spike. So, and his character's they're both really likable characters, but Milo, he doesn't actually have much in the sense of growth, but he does have a change on what he wants, because he starts off wanting one thing, and then the situation kind of changes, it kind of becomes a little more complicated for him, and so his desires kind of shift a little bit, but it all makes sense within the realm of his character, and he just has a lot more going for him than Spike does, as much as I like Spike. So for side characters, we also gave that one to Atlantis. Again, the group of people that travel with Milo, most of them anyway, have quite a character arc within the film, and that's a very strong thing to showcase. Works really well for them. They're really likable and funny and kind of unique and different aspects of them. And then you have Kita, which is kind of the princess in the film. Really like her as a character, very strong character. Whereas Cowboy Bebop, obviously you got Bebop's group and you got the agent. That's in there, but they just don't have as much. It's a little more self-reliant on you liking them from the series. While I do think they can stand out on their own in this movie, it doesn't really work as well as Atlantis. So, moving on to songs, we gave that one to Cowboy Bebop. Honestly, Atlantis doesn't really showcase much songs. It has one during in credits. That's about it. And Cowboy Bebop just has really likable songs, so it works better. For humor, we gave that one to Atlantis. Cowboy Bebop is a darker toned movie compared to Atlantis, and Bebop does have humor in it, but Atlantis has a lot more consistently. For villain, we gave that one to Bebop. Again, the same thing about consistency is neither one of these villains in either movie are showcased as well as some other ones. There's not a lot of history into them, so you don't understand their motivations as well as you get for some of the other classic villains in some movies. And because of that, we're going by a little bit by screen time here, because Bebop has the villain kind of presented from the onset, and you're trying to discover what he's doing, why he's doing it, and Atlantis, you don't even get the indication of the villain until near the end of the film. And while that does kind of work to to an extent. He's kind of in the backdrop, period. So it's not like he was such a likable character and then, oh no, the twist is that he's the villain. He's literally kind of in the backdrop as a character, and then he comes forward and presents himself as a villain. He's like, oh, okay. For a cast, we gave that one to Atlantis. Again, side characters were really good. Works. They really kind of showcase the characters well. Milo, played by Michael J. Fox, does a really good job at that. Steve Blum over in Cowboy Bebop at Spike is obviously a good one. He's more the main one, though, and he doesn't outweigh Milo's voice cast and the side characters. So for romance, we gave that one to Atlantis. Cowboy Bebop has a very minor romance. It has no focus on it at all. Atlantis actually, in its own way, has a romance that's kind of sidelined and like it's there, but it doesn't start until about halfway through the film. But it resolves, again, slow pace, and I like that. I like when especially a Disney movie doesn't resolve the romance so quick on its feet, like say The Little Mermaid does. You actually buy into everything. So I think it was really well done for that. Action went to Cowboy Bebop. Atlantis has quite a bit of action. Bebop just happens to have more, and both are done really well. So when it comes to that, we're going to go by the numbers here and say that Bebop gets it just because it showcases more. Themes went to Atlantis. Neither one of them have a strong focus on themes, but Atlantis does showcase quite a few, and it does showcase a few more so than Bebop does. You know, about the whole greed aspect of it and the friends bit and what lengths you're going to are you willing to go to achieve what you want, and you know, putting the whole idea of sacrificing yourself for other people and what you believe in, not giving up on that, stuff like that. So Atlantis just, it has a bit more memorability. Memorability was pretty hard to decide, but in the end we had to go ahead and give that one to Atlantis. Cowboy Bebop's a really respected, really liked movie. I love the movie, but there's not that many scenes that stand out. Atlantis, you have a full-on opening scene. You have an underwater attack by the Leviathan. You've got the seeing Atlantis for the first time and the trying to escape from the lava, which is kind of a mirror thing from Aladdin, but it's still done well. And the final fight sequence, and then the saving of Atlantis and everything. You got all these moments that actually work compared to Bebop, and they stand out a little bit more than that one. Oh, and you got Kita's transformation, which occurs. So, you know, that'll about wrap this up. So we have a 7-4 vote in favor of Atlantis. You know, I love both movies. I like Cowboy Bebop. I don't want to say a bit more than Atlantis, but I like it a lot. So it's a little disappointing that it's a little skewed more so in favor of Atlantis, but that's what happens. But anyway, guys, so what do you think about it? Have you seen both movies? And if so, which one would you pick to win and why? Let me know down in the comments. And hopefully you enjoyed this vid. Click that like button, subscribe to my channel, share this vid if you prefer, and watch my other vids. I really appreciate comments on it. But that'll wrap this up for this matchup, and until next time, peace.